Hello everyone and welcome back to Bullet Journaling with Ive. Today's video will be a little different because instead of focusing mainly on decoration, I want to talk about something that is actually at the heart of bullet journaling, and that is weekly spreads. I often share weekly spread ideas here on my channel, and I know many of you enjoy the inspiration. But I also know that a lot of people, especially beginners, sometimes wonder what to actually put into a weekly spread and how to make it useful in everyday life. So today, while I create a simple and functional weekly spread, I want to share with you how I personally use weekly spreads, what you can include in yours, and how you can design one that truly works for your lifestyle. And the best part is, you really don't need anything complicated. As we always do, let's start with the materials. Today I am keeping it simple. I will use my bullet journal, a roller, a pencil, an eraser, my fine liners, and a few markers for small decorative touches. This is one of those spreads that is easy to recreate, doesn't take much time, and still looks beautifully once finished. Sometimes the simplest spreads are actually the ones we use the most. So let's begin. A weekly spread is really your personal planning space for the week ahead. It helps you see your whole week at a glance, organize your responsibilities, keep track of goals, and create structure in your days. And what I love most about weekly spreads is that they can be completely personalized. There is no right way to create one. Your weekly spread should reflect your life, your priorities, and the way your brain likes to organize information. That's the beauty of bullet journaling. It grows with you. There are so many ways you can design a weekly spread. Some people love vertical layouts, where each day has its own column. Others prefer horizontal layouts, where the days are stacked under another. Some people like having equal space for every day, while others give more room to weekdays and smaller section to weekends. You can create one-page weekly spreads if you like minimal planning, or two-page spreads if you need more writing space. And honestly, your preferences may even change from week to week depending on how busy life is. Personally, I like weekly spreads that are clear, functional, and not too crowded. I want enough writing space for tasks, but I also like adding little artistic details because they make planning feel enjoyable. When something looks beautiful, I naturally want to use it more, and I think many of us feel the same. Now, let's talk about what you can actually include in your weekly spread. Of course, the basics are daily tasks, appointments, deadlines, and important reminders. That's usually the core of planning. But beyond that, you can make your weekly spread work much harder for you. You can include habit trackers for things like water intake, exercise, reading, vitamins, or sleep. You can have a small gratitude section where you write down one good thing from each day. You can include meal planning if that helps you stay organized. You can create a top 3 priorities section so you always know what matters most that week. You can have a notes section for random thoughts, ideas, or quick reminders. Some people like adding mood checking. Others like budgeting sections, study trackers, workout goals, cleaning schedules, or even small doodle spaces for creativity. Your weekly spread can be practical, reflective, creative, or a combination of all three. For me personally, I like balance. I don't like weekly spreads that are too empty, but I also don't like them to feel overwhelming. I usually prefer clean boxes, clear structure, and enough flexibility to write what I need. I also love adding color. Even something as simple as colorful headlines or simple illustration can completely change the feeling of a spread. It adds energy, it makes planning feel lighter, and somehow writing down responsibilities feel much nicer on a page you truly enjoy looking at. That's one of the reasons I keep coming back to bullet journaling. It turns planning into something creative and personal. And if you are just starting your bullet journal journey, my advice is start simple. You don't need complicated layouts. You don't need perfect handwriting. You don't need expensive supplies. Start with boxes, lines, simple headings, and just one or two things you truly want to track. Over time, your style will naturally develop, and that's part of the fun. And here we have the finished weekly spread. Simple, functional, and easy to recreate, but still beautiful in its own way. Now, I would love to hear from you. What is one thing you always include in your weekly spreads? Is it tasks, habits, gratitude, notes, meal planning, or something completely different? Leave me a comment down below because I always love hearing how you use your journals, and your ideas might inspire someone else in this community too. And if you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell so you never miss any future videos here on Bullet Journaling with Ive. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!